Why was he so fucking bad?
Why was he so guts filled?
Oh,
really
God.
full with orange.
Why orange? Just neon orange coming out of this fucking creature.
It lived a long, virile life, and we just ended it.
Good. It deserves to die.
I saw some shit there, like that. My brain fucking auto-completed to spider.
Okay, so.
Oh god, that's already started. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of course. You got to start in the middle of hecticness.
Hello. Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the S.A.D with your hosts.
Fucking Sam and Austin.
Spider.
And fucking
And a
Speeder.
third, a speaker fourth fucking member that snuck up on us.
So we were recording, and we were winding down. We were in the, in the living room for a little bit, and we were
in
like
the middle stages of just like, transitioning games, trying to get another thing ready.
ripping on Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah,
Because
and
the show's on.
huge fucking spider
Appears on Sam's bed.
Huge.
Like
It really.
it was as big as like a
I'm not even.
quarter.
I normally kill spiders that are like the size of like I don't know, like a dime.
Right.
I can kill
nickel.
a spider like that. That was at least like a $50 size.
Had to be.
It was like at least a quarter size minimum.
Minimum. I'm saying even that is like gratuitous and like under the amount.
It was a big fuck.
Fucking huge.
It literally made me get up and leave the room.
I gagged.
I literally looked at it, went, oh, and I screamed and ran. I know that makes me sound like a pussy,
But no.
but it was a huge fucking spider.
That is
and
justifiable.
And I saw it out of my peripheral. I didn't see it head on until I looked over really quickly and went, oh my god, it's a fucking huge spider.
Fuck that.
Because the moment was, I was on my phone, I'm scrolling through, I'm like, oh, I see something moving on his bed. I wonder if he just left like some change there. And like the light's just hitting it right. It looks
I
like
wonder
a
what type of
This spider. Oh, it was huge. It was so fucking big. It's right where you're sitting right now is where it was.
Oh, and then just like.
Oh my fuck. And the fact is,
It might have been a long leg sack spider. I'm looking at spiders right now.
Okay.
oh god,
Look up ones from our area. 'Cause
I did. I'm
Okay.
looking.
because Jesus H. Christ. That was genuine fear for me. Because like I'm not bad with spiders. I can kill spiders. That's not a problem. I've done it probably tens of hundreds of times.
Right.
It's just that one literally caught me so off guard and put me in such a fight or flight. I went and run.
He was like, we have to get out of here.
I am now jumpy.
Yeah, we're
Because-
like looking around, anything moving in our vision.
See, I gotta fucking sleep in here now, too.
Because the thing is, this room is really white. So if anything kind of moves like a shadow, like
Right,
a
you
spider,
fucking spot that
spider,
shit.
spider. Because dude, I'm someone who's usually a fight, not a flight. That made me flight. I like if a human had dropped from the ceiling and threatened like me or Austin, I would beat his ass to death. A spider, I can't do that. There is no in between. It's either you run or you fucking smash it.
It's spewed.
I thought you were just fucking around when you yelled because I was out in the kitchen picking up trash. I was like, oh, they're just yelling. They're doing their thing. And
They're
then,
doing a bit.
No, you come out and like.
And you saw fear in my eyes. You saw-
Genuine fear.
Because that wasn't me. That like usually I'm not bad with that. That moment made me go,
That's fucking.
I'm not safe here.
Fuck no.
Here's an article from last year that says people living in our area have an increase in spiders.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was something like it was last year. That's when I started noticing those fuckers.
Oh, okay. So it's about that time too.
Yeah, because like they'll go down in winter, obviously, but like we had like giant webs out in the fucking vehicle sometimes. And
That's not fun.
No, it is not.
It's the fact of the matter is that even spiders in themselves are just uncomfortable to look at, right?
Right.
Imagine seeing one in your peripheral when you're not paying attention,
And you're
where
like,
you think
ah,
you're
it's
completely
fine.
safe. And you think-
That's it.
And you think
What is
nothing's
it?
wrong.
I'm not. It's a bridge spider,
Let me see it.
right?
Yep, that's totally.
That's
what it
totally was, yeah. Ugh, fuck.
Fuck that! It's a bridge spider.
That's what they're called. Is relatively large orb weaver.
Oh, it's an orb weaver?
It's often on bridges. Species tends to live on steel objects and seldom seen on vegetation. It says
Seldom
that there's been a weird increase in our area.
Huh?
Someone's fucking dropping spiders, these fuckers.
Well, I'm.
What the fuck? Obviously they're not poisonous if they're bridge builders, right?
No. Orb weavers are usually not.
Yeah, they just
I think
focus
so,
on building.
right?
That was, by the way, I went through like multiple stages of fear. I went from like flight to because Sam was like, I want someone in here with me just to make sure if it fucking falls somewhere. we know where it is. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. And Austin goes, you do it.
I'm like, are you crazy? I'm not going in there.
Fucking Captain Kirk that shit like go
He's
Spock.
like, you do it. And I was like, okay, I'll go do it. I'm standing next to him. He's like, I'm going to grab it with paper towels. I'm like, just crush it at this point.
Yeah, he went behind the curtain and then I swung at it with my crock.
And he caught it. He crushed its like abdomen.
It had to be, abdomen must have cracked and then back 2 legs were broken.
Because the next thing we know, it's climbing back up on his fucking bed. And we're like, oh God.
It turned into a ball. You missed it. When you went and got the vet, it turned into a ball and it popped out. And I'm like, no!
Fuck this. I'm so upset. I'm so upset spaghetti. The worst part was Sam goes, go grab the vacuum. I'm like, I know where it is. I dashed for it. I came back with the vacuum. He's like, take the thing and go. I'm like, okay, I'm doing that.
Oh, we were having such a joyous moment just mere moments ago talking about Waluigi and
then
Mario,
we were laughing it up.
And then fear came from the heavens.
We
and
saw
went,
a
"Oh, you."
shitty fucking me.
Wario.
High five, we did it, buddy. Genuine fear.
I'm not gonna high five. I fled.
Here, high five.
You gave out commands. I respect that.
I respect the fact
I'm like,
you
get the
went.
vacuum.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did
thought
shout
about it.
that
I'm
out.
like,
We're like,
so
oh,
I'm like,
God.
all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, here's a way to kill it without touching it. Get the vacuum.
I just love the moment of Austin going, just do it.
I think the
Please.
worst part was opening up the fucking curtain and look at the wall.
Okay, so the moment is he smacks it with his shoe, it falls, we grab it with the vacuum, we're good now. He's like, I need to assess the damages on the wall because it might have spewed anything. And he checks it. He leaves the room. All I hear is,
It was
and
horrible.
then I hear Austin go,
Yeah, like
All
gagging
over the-
accidentally.
and I was
Legit.
like, I looked in, I was like, that's orange. I'm leaving.
It was orange.
It was
looked like
bad.
the fucking cheese in a can. What the fuck is that shit?
Oh, Cheese Whiz.
That's literally what it looked like. It was just liquidized fucking cheese.
Here, one more good fake retch.
It was like
Jesus.
that. That was mine. Mine, I'm like, nope,
Because
nope.
you had a burp with it. His was just raw.
It was bad.
The burp made it worse. I thought I was gonna vomit.
Oh, this is supposed to be a Halloween podcast. This is our fear podcast.
This is fear.
It's fearful.
It's Halloween related.
It's
So-
not because it's just if this happened any time of the month.
It's
just-
visceral sadness and fear.
Think about it. We were fucking giggling up a
We
storm.
were so joyous.
Right, and then just
all our happiness is just gone. We were gonna start
Humans
a play.
band together in fear.
we were gonna start another playthrough. I was excited for that. Now I just want to leave the room and maybe watch something
just
for fun.
fucking watch
Yeah,
something
so
else.
we were originally gonna record a game and we'll keep it secret.
because it's fucking awesome. I'm super excited to play it. But
But or no, for today I think we're pretty much
we're done with this
we're
room.
vacating this room, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I-
take the rest of the day off, meaning we only got like an extra hour or two of recording, which is fine.
That's fine.
And then we're gonna go into a bigger area where we can all watch each other's back pretty much, and maybe watch a show or something.
so-
Watch show, watch
great.
movie. Fuck, we haven't played Smash in a long time, but fucking A.
We're not gonna come back in here.
No, we're not.
I
No,
really-
we are not. I'm saying fucking play outside. But
Okay.
I can see where it hit on your thing.
right?
You right where you just touched, by the way,
Yep.
is where it splattered.
Yep.
Yucky.
Yep.
Yep.
I just about that's why I was pointing at it.
Yuckies.
We created such a nightmare scenario. What the fuck? Because if we got any video of it, it would have been a good video. But fuck, we're like actually not. We're not
I
like.
think the worst part, people are gonna be like, "Oh, what a bunch of
bunch of
babies!"
bitches. Fuck you.
Literally, like,
If that happened to you, you would be like, oh fuck.
take like again $50 and spin it around, and you have the size of the spider, like the body.
Fucking.
And then you have its legs, which were not that long.
No, they were short.
But it was the fact that it came out of sight. It was like literally from my peripheral is like maybe, you know how your peripheral is probably like 180 degrees, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw it at 176.
Max
And
range.
I was like, oh my God, that's a fucking spider. It's huge. It's right next to me. I'm leaving.
Yeah. It was not good.
it would have. I don't know how it would have made a funny audio bit if we were playing and then it touched me.
No, it wouldn't have been
No,
funny.
it's not worth it.
It was not.
It's not
we
worth
liked
it.
you too much for that. That
It's
would
not
have
worth
been
it.
awful. That would have literally made me like want to not be here.
I think I would have knocked over Mike. I'm not gonna lie. I
we
probably,
probably all would have
would've.
knocked over. You probably would have tossed it into the middle of the room because your first thing you go, ah! So you probably would have tossed it in the middle of the
Oh,
room.
imagine hitting one of us in the face or
And it
something.
was- Jesus Christ.
I think like I got
I think we're all kind of sweating. 'Cause
yeah.
we're all in adrenaline mode a little bit. Because we
Fucking-
went into flight.
I got. Really,
I know you keep thinking you feel stuff on you
Because I have
now.
fucking arm hair that's so dark. It doesn't help me.
No,
Because
it
look how
doesn't.
tall it is too.
It is really tall.
So I'm like, is there something on my arm?
I was like,
it.
I'm thinking about it. It's like I could have been sleeping.
And it just
Yeah,
crawled up on
could
you.
have.
It might have done that already for all we know. But at least it's gone now.
It's gone. I I don't care.
But where there was one, there are
We are
many.
all like so fucking.
Okay, yeah, I
Awesome.
thought Sam was gonna hit it and it was gonna squish. It was gonna be one of those videos where all the baby spiders.
Yeah, I
fly
thought that
out.
too.
I was
really
worried about that.
considering that. I was like, I hope that's not fucking pregnant spider. I swear to God.
Because all of a sudden someone
I
said
would-
worst case scenario from the other room. I'm like, it's happening. There are baby spiders everywhere.
Oh,
How the fuck do you even like deal with that?
Vacuum.
Vacuum. You have to hurry up and get a vacuum because I saw that video where a guy used the broom.
And he hits it and it just.
And he just starts sweeping them.
Yep.
Because he can't do anything. He's like, oh, fuck.
In this room,
There's also a whole closet there that makes me even more nervous. Because
No,
it
it's-
could have.
It's what's worse is in my old man's room. His closet, it's a furnace.
Oh, so they love
They
it.
don't even fucking touch that room, so it's just cobwebs everywhere. Like
They
I can
love
imagine that shit be
Oh,
fucking covered.
God.
Now we're all in such a weird state of panic. This is like literally moments after it's happened. It's not even like it hasn't been more than maybe 3 minutes.
No.
And we immediately started the podcast because we're like, we're just gonna do the podcast and we're done.
Fuck it.
Because that's the end of our day after that shit.
Yep.
Because like, so we had a bunk bed in this room. There was a spider up on the wall, and I had a SpongeBob plushie.
Oh, fuck that.
I took the plushie and I hit it, and then all the little fuckers started running
It
around.
happened to you?
Yes, it happened to me with a fucking plushie, and I was a kid. It freaked me the fuck out
I
because they
wouldn't-
climbed all over it.
Oh my God. F that.
It's like it's the joke of the Beanie Babies being full of spider eggs.
Oh,
Oh, joyous event! Our Beanie Babies have now spawned the spiders that have been time released. Joyous day! And it's like this like big satire thing, but it's like it became real for him. That was real.
That was.
That was real. That was as real as
Like-
it gets.
Why do they gotta look like that? Why do fucking spiders gotta be?
So there's a psychological thing about like there's like a very innate thing of like if something has more legs than you fear it.
Right.
That's like the most baseline.
Much
of it.
like cows.
True.
But here's the thing: if it has significantly more legs than you,
Yeah.
you fear it.
Centipedes.
Like centipedes, spiders, crickets, people fear.
True. Crickets can't look fucking gross.
Grasshoppers, people fear. Has significantly more legs, like double your legs. Okay, triple your legs is like too much.
Right.
So like, a dog is cute, a cat is cute,
Right.
a rhino's cute, an elephant's cute. Spider, no, fuck that.
No, fuck that.
Centipede, you see a centipede in your general vicinity, you leave that vicinity. It's not worth it.
Centipedes are gross.
I would say
I don't like the way we all keep because we're freaking each other out a little because we keep looking around. And
Well,
I keep
because
thinking,
we gotta focus.
we're on edge. We're on edge now because
Okay.
he keeps kind of looking my direction. I think his eyes are darting at something. So I'm like, is something near me?
Oh no!
I
would
would
say something.
okay. I just put the
immediately.
locusts.
Like,
They look like fucking grasshoppers.
Yeah.
I thought they were more like
they're just a
moth-like
genus.
in nature.
Genus.
Genus.
A
Genus.
Oh, okay.
Like a genotype.
Oh, okay. But fuck that. That was not.
That was that ended our session prematurely
That was
because we planned to do another hour and then a podcast, but now we're kind of just
fuck it. Just go
Ah.
podcast and just relax.
let's just go in the living room and just
Oh,
chill.
Is this relaxing? Is this living
This is.
in fear?
We have to live in the fear room to get it all out.
No,
We don't fear the fear room.
I don't have to get it out. I can literally wait a week. You have to get.
Yeah, you have to live here.
Yeah, I know.
The
Fuck.
worst part. Oh, you want to know a funny story about spiders for me?
Mhm.
That happened twice, by the way. I was sitting at my desk. My desk is in a corner, and it's a big desk, so it takes up most of the corner. Except the door is behind me, and I barely fit there. Right.
Mhm.
I'm watching a video about spiders.
Mhm.
Like 10 things most people fear. Spiders, just random all general purpose spiders. Blah, 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 talking about it. And I'm like, huh. And that fucking spider crawls up the wall right next to me to my left. And, I was like, and my room was like slightly dark. So I was like,
Fuck that.
I went, that's a fucking, what the fuck? Why? Why is it so coincidental? I grabbed a shoe, hit it, killed
Fucking
it.
smashed it.
Didn't
Happened.
explode into babies.
Happened again. I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, man, spiders suck. Oh, motherfucker.
Sure shit. Just another. Fuck. It was just like a house spider one.
It's like house spider.
Okay.
But then I was going to go to bed recently.
Oh no!
Fucking spider was on my pillow.
It
It was right here. I was laying in bed. I'm like, ah, fuck. I got up. It crawled up my wall. Killed it.
Right. I think at that point, I'll get like that too when it's like his house one. It's like, fuck you. Like, I'll just.
You just give it a little extra.
Right. Just psych myself up to fucking do it. I tried doing it with the fucker. When you said it's behind the curtain, just swing away. That's when I was like,
Because that's all you could do at that
Right.
point. Because it's behind the curtain. It's like, if you miss, it falls. If you hit it, it falls. You have no options.
We die in a horror movie.
yeah,
I'd
we
be
would.
fine. I'd be fine if it was like
Well,
humanoid.
If
because I
it was
could beat the fuck-
humanoid, sure.
I'd
But
fuck it up. I'd beat its ass.
What
A
just
spider
happened?
can't
It just
do that.
went down. Says if we're freaked out, we don't do well.
No. The difference is a spider is different.
Yeah,
spider
if it was
small.
humanoid.
Yeah, if a dog comes at me, I'm punching a dog in the face. There's an immediate response to how big something is. If an elephant's coming at you, go, I'm fucked. I can't do anything about
Like, okay,
this.
what kind of killer is this? In a horror.
If it's just
Giant spider.
how big?
Yes.
How big?
I like Skyrim sized.
Because with Skyrim size, we just grab a weapon, just smack at it.
Yeah,
That's
no, I would say Skyrim size. I
Skyrim
feel like
size?
in real life you'd be so fucking freaked.
We'd be
it'd
freaks. We'd be
over.
freaks,
You would-
but then we would probably try and. But if we
I feel like
in
it'd
this
be over
scenario,
pretty soon.
we can what?
I feel like it'd be over pretty soon. I feel like we'd all just die right away.
I think we'd all just run.
I'd get the fucking 22 underneath my dad's bed and just aim for the eyes.
and I'd be like, "Hey, Austin, grab your
right
car.
between
Let's hit
the
it.
eyes.
Hey, Austin, we have a car. Let's smack into it."
That's like that shit reminds me of Harry Potter.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, like fucking A.
With the
that-
spiders that
yes.
fucking lead to a bigger spider.
that freaked me out as a fucking kid. And like, oh my.
I watched that movie and went, why are they following the spider? That's stupid. Who's doing this?
Right, and they have to figure out that what the fuck was it? Haggard's fucking thing is like, no, I didn't kill those kids.
I didn't kill the kids and I love the animals. I'm a good guy. I'm just a
Haggard's
good guy.
Haggard just seems like you dealt like possibly the worst hand he could get dealt.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
straight up he did.
he's like a giant in a world full of small people. He has to
But
deal
he's
with
not.
everything.
He's not a full blown giant either.
But he's enough.
But he's still. But like, so
I'm
he gets
just looking for my
shunned
water.
from that community, and he gets shunned from the wizarding community.
I don't know where your water is. I think you brought it out back.
Yeah, it's
I probably saved it.
It's outside. It's out on the table. Sorry.
Okay.
surrounded by necromorphs and spiders.
Necromorphs. I fight necromorphs. I literally made fun of necromorphs as we're. Hey, look, a raccoon! Because I have a gun, and those are easily dispensed with a punch. That's what I mean. The size of something that you fear makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like again, it's a fucking spider that's that big. There's not
I
really
fear
much.
Hagrid.
Hagrid
I'd fight
fucking
Hagrid.
creeps you out.
I don't think Hagrid's a fighter though. He's a fighter, but he's not a fighter.
He'll do something.
He'll fuck you up.
I like how
he's-
he wasn't allowed to use magic though. He couldn't do
He has to be
anything.
provoked. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true. Yeah, you can't use magic.
and he was good at magic,
He
wasn't he?
can. He just is banned.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
some-
still good at magic too.
He got dealt again. He got dealt a shitty hand.
Right, because fucking Tom and his bitch ass fucked him over.
Yeah.
And my neck is starting to hurt. I might have to.
I
lay
feel like
down.
there would have to
Ow.
come a point where you're like, clearly he's okay. He shouldn't be banned from using magic.
But they still kept him at the school.
Yeah, right.
Well, why ban him from magic but keep him at the school?
Just to fuck
Because
with
he
him.
could just be a groundskeeper then.
No, yeah, because he's a groundskeeper and he takes care of the
Ooh.
animals.
That probably sound like shit.
Because he takes care of every animal in that school. Literally every single one. Even the owls he takes care of.
Yeah.
And the 3-headed dog that
Cerberus?
was it Cerberus?
Yeah.
No, he called it
He called it something about Cerberus.
Muff.
Muff.
Just got that fucking muff. Fuck that. Oh my god.
This,
I hate spiders.
this will probably be a shorter podcast. Just heads up.
I'm just eating. I'm just enjoying
Yeah, we're
myself.
kind of we're just in relaxed mode at this point. We're just trying to get like through this.
We shared a moment and
We shared a moment that was basically Austin. You do it. No.
Fuck that. Are you crazy?
Yeah, he's
It-
he's a
that's,
smart one.
that's why I was like, Austin, you do it. You're like, in my head, I'm like, well, he's the most calm. He could fucking do it.
the
Nope.
anxiety ridden, most anxiety one of all of us.
The guy who lives a fucking Mr. Bean life.
Mhm.
And he's
That
just.
doesn't include spiders, though. To be fair, Mr. Bean never includes spiders.
No. I don't think Mr. Bean
No
could.
spiders involved in my Mr. Bean contract.
Fuck that.
I mean, is it much worse than like the like Fear Factor when they had the giant spiders on them? I feel like that's a little bit different because it's controlled.
yes.
You
it's-
also have money as an incentive. There was no incentive there other than safety,
yeah.
which is a pretty solid incentive.
good
but
incentive.
it's good, but
it's like option. It's like that's optional, and you can take it or leave it.
I'll get tired of it after a while. But I mean, like, it just, they're in a box. You know, they got goggles on. I think no.
They get goggles, yeah.
Okay, because I think I remember the older ones. They didn't.
They
give
did
them.
not.
Yeah.
It's,
All right,
The
fuck
newer
you.
one they fucking do. But it's like, oh,
God, there's just some shit in the world that just doesn't need to exist. And spiders, they need to exist. But
they
fuck,
they need to look better.
they need a PR
Like-
renaissance.
They need to fucking.
There's a YouTube channel dedicated to making spiders cute called Benjamin the
Luke-
Spiders.
Oh, yeah,
Lucas.
Benjamin the Spider.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucas.
that one. But
Lucas.
Well,
I
because
don't-
that's a fucking spider with giant puppy eyes and it's fuzzy.
right,
We
it
just saw a
talks.
spider that was just all like spider skin and like a giant sack. Like fuck that. That's not.
I mean, I have a
cute.
giant sack, but that's I
You're
have
cute, though.
elephantitis.
If you woke up one day and your sack looked like a fucking
A spider's abdomen.
yeah, a thorax. or
I
whatever.
probably vomit.
On your sack or in the toilet.
I just vomit and pass out.
But what if you woke up again?
I'd be fearful and probably pass out again. By that point, my dad would probably see it and be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!
Holy fuck!
Is that me? Did I do that? Did I make you this?
Fuck.
Did I do that?
My dad comes in.
Did I do
And he
that?
pulls up his pants really high and he starts fucking.
Dad, stop
laughing.
impersonating Urkel. I'm passing out.
Not good.
Dad, stop it! What the fuck?
I hate
Dad,
how you
is this your
impersonate
sack
Urkel
or
on a
mine?
daily basis.
Hey, it's me, Bill Clinton.
Pop,
That's
pop.
my
My
fucking
back feels like
spider
there's-
sack.
My back is just fucking like
Mine's moist.
tingly.
Moisture. Here is my moisture.
Like why? Okay, like I get we need spiders for killing other creatures and other bugs,
Yeah.
but why do they need to look like that?
I don't know.
Little
Like
bitch.
what gives them the advantage?
You make up
Looking-
idiot.
Like why do they need? Yeah. Like what is the advantage of looking like that?
The little spindly legs help with the
Because I don't think
web.
other.
But then
fucking-
why everything else though?
Because you need a big pooper to
You
get
do
poop
realize
out.
spiders have paws,
web.
right?
Do they?
Yes.
I thought they had like little claw things.
They have little paw spiders. They have like little paws that have claws on them.
Okay.
It's weird. Like they have that, but most spiders don't. They just have the points. We finished a game that's kind of like
Oh yeah, it's
body
weird.
a body horror game,
Right.
which is fucking Axum. Surprise, Axum's done.
Yeah.
And we fucking saw one of the main characters turn into like a giant snake monster. We were like, that looks cool and creepy. I like that. We saw a spider. We went, fuck that. That's not
That's
cool
not
at all.
cool.
Yeah, you saw that they have paws. They're
Yeah,
cool.
it's really weird.
Yeah. But they're cute. Like cute spiders have cute paws. It's just the fact that they're fucking spiders. And the spiders that have those are the ones that look cute already. So
I think if it was like a black.
do you think God
widow-
went, I just need to
God is like, yeah, fuck it. All these other things look cute.
let's look. That one's cute now.
Like when he got around to the arachnids, like, yeah, fuck it. Let's make him.
Centipedes too.
He's the size of a 12-inch pizza. I don't fucking care. Next.
Australia gets it.
Yeah, let's all dump him right in this fucking island. You know,
This fucking prison island.
no one's gonna live here, right?
One of
Oh,
the best
fuck.
Simpsons hit and run streamers now lives there.
Does he hate it? It's probably nice.
He
probably
only
some areas
the only
is
time he ever complains about Australia is when his internet goes out. And then he's like, "Fucking Australia!"
Doesn't Australia have like strict game rules and shit like that? too?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Okay.
do. Hit and run works, but so,
So
he's
what?
content. Hit and run works, so he's
Oh.
content. He's like,
Like you
cool.
can't
I like
play
this game.
Manhunt or like GTA 3, I think there.
I'm sorry about the fact that he used to be a big Kingdom Hearts 2 live streamer, and that's kind of where he got to start from. And that he was like a world record holder in there too for like 3-4 years, and then he just like decided he didn't. It was like too much for his hands, and he started
Yeah,
like,
it's a fucking long game to speedrun.
yeah. I mean, so is Simpsons Hit and Run. It's like Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably way longer.
It's significantly
Yeah, I
longer.
would say Kingdom Hearts.
How much
would
is
be-
It's like
Kingdom
6 or
Hearts
7 hours for a
I think
run.
it would be more. I think it'd be almost 10.
I mean, it's like if you do any Final Fantasy game, that's like nearly 6 or 7 hours. No, it's like 10 hours nearly.
Oh,
Yeah, let's see how much the different categories, how long it takes.
Because goddamn, speedrunning like any RPG is long unless it's one that's like
Oh, speak of the devil, his speedrun is actually still number 3 on the world record boards.
oh, how long is it?
After 4 hours.
4 hours for
Kingdom Hearts 2.
oh, that's pretty short for that.
that is fucking short.
Well, I guess then you could just go right to the areas you need to go to. Instead of
That's really
exploring.
weird to
That's
think
true.
that he hasn't run this game in how long. Any second, so any percent is 4 hours. So just doing any glitches to get past anything,
and
4 hours.
and he has second for that one.
Third,
Oh,
in all
third.
worlds, he has second, which takes 5 hours. And then he has third in the Japanese 100%, or JJ 100%, and then 100% is no one, or
Huh.
2 people. But yeah, so JJ 100%, which I don't really know what that means. He has third place. So he's still actually, he left it, but he's still,
at the top 3.
yeah, actually, he's still like in the top 3, even though he said he hasn't run it in like years and years and years. Now he does Simpsons Hit and Run.
Just Simpsons, nothing else.
You don't need to if you
He wanted to get
follow
into
it.
Battle for Bikini Bottom, but there's something about it where he didn't like, he just kind of gave up on that. And I think there was another game he wanted to start speeding soon, like speedrunning soon, but otherwise, for the most part, no, it is Simpsons Hit and Run that he does. That's his main thing that he streams for hours a day.
What was like? What drawed people to do hit and run? Like, was it just how easy it was to play?
No, it has a very hard ending. It's just I think it's just a game that everyone kind of liked, and it's kind of not. 'cause-
Yeah, it's what really boosted. Like, he became a partner on Kingdom Hearts on Twitch, but he wasn't like big and he wasn't necessarily making money, like big money off of it. It was when he started playing Simpsons Hit and Run that a lot of people really started tuning in and watching
because
it.
Simpsons Hit and Run is a very popular older game.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
So it's
And it's fun to
It
watch.
just seems like it's just a weird game to choose. Like, I'm gonna speed run
Well, I mean, there's people who speed
It's
run a
really
game.
cool, actually. Some of the stuff they do is like they just really break the game, and it's really cool to watch. A lot of it is routing coins. So as you play, like going through and knowing what boxes to hit, what boxes not to hit, what boxes to save for certain parts, things like that. Readjustment hour with the boys. They're all readjusting their minds.
Sorry.
Because this one slides down. It's like it literally was just sliding down as I was.
No,
as you were
that's okay, I
talking.
got
It's
it.
so annoying because it's just like just hold, just hold, you freak.
So, a big part is like knowing routing, knowing like different little things of tech, like how to hit the enemies to like knock them into places you need, like knowing load
that's
zones.
right.
Because there's the destroy missions, right?
Yeah.
And one of the hardest ones, you actually just lead him to an area where he just goes back and forth, like you kind of like hit him, and he rides with you. You kind of turn a little bit, and then you force him into an area where he just keeps going back and forth and hurting himself gently. You then go and wait for him to kill himself right at the end, and then as soon as he does, you go, because otherwise you deload the area. It's just knowing a lot of the game, so it's really fun to watch.
How's that? There's that fan mod that someone was making where they were like making a whole new level.
Oh yeah, there's several. There's like Wiggum in Zombieland is one of them. There was a Donut mod. I think Donut mod was like a whole other campaign. Then there's like, but there's like a mod launcher too. I don't know. There's a bunch of really random stuff. But yeah, I think it's Donut mod is what it is. They have like a level or two, and they're trying to remake a lot of it.
Huh.
It's interesting, like. And like watching 100% and things like the final missions where it's like going out of bounds and everything's unloaded and having to memorize where everything is because it's not there, but it is there. It's like,
Right.
so it's like he's going around in a void and it's like, and he's like, I got to make this jump and things like that. And then you watch him and he's like, oh, I did it and things like that. And I don't know. It's interesting. And he did like little memes throughout the chat and things like that, you know? So it's like fun to watch. He interacts with the chat a lot.
Spooky memes?
Spooky memes?
Spooky memes, maybe? Maybe some horror related memes?
I have stuff on my hand.
I have,
You have a runny nose
yes.
and my back is sweaty.
And my knees are weak and my arms are heavy.
There's vomit on my spaghetti.
We've made
Mommy
such a weird
spicy.
transition to this, but yeah, we're gonna keep talking for a little bit more.
Okay.
We got a little bit of time.
Okay.
Like maybe 5 more minutes, because again,
We
we're
could do a few assholes. That should round it off.
Okay.
Let's fucking you search for
We'll
them.
do a few assholes.
do like one or two.
One or two. I mean, they're always dependent on how long they
Yeah,
are.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like maybe one or two because we're just.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
You gotta see.
We'll see.
what the
Yeah.
pussy Oh God, yeah. So we picked up Lakeview again, and I am really fixed on beating that because that game just interests me so fucking much. Because it's just there's something about. First of all, I like pixel art, but also that the idea is that they're horror games, but they're puzzles.
They're more puzzles than horror. Yeah.
I like that. There's something about the puzzle aspect, and I'm curious how to solve like 5.
Yeah, that one's really fucking
I-
complex.
I think
got
you like Silent Hill then,
Maybe I would.
because Silent Hill is mostly a puzzle game mixed with horror.
Because I enjoyed watching people play Shattered Memories.
Shattered Memories is the only one that's like that, but it's still pretty. It gives a similar feel, you know.
Okay.
yeah, you stupid
Because like
idiot.
in Silent Hill 2 or 2 or 3 it is, but there is a legit puzzle where you need to know Shakespeare.
Oh, and then or else you can't.
It's only in the hardest version of it though,
Okay.
where you need a genuine knowledge of Shakespeare.
That's fucking.
It's really fucking
Bizarre.
cool,
Okay.
but it's like I don't know, dude.
Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for telling a woman at the bar to go fuck herself and mind her own business?
Hot take? No.
You're in a public place. You have a right to not want people in your business.
Bitch needs to back the fuck up.
Okay, interesting. I'm a 26-year-old man, and my friend is 26-year-old female. We've known each other since high school.
Compton.
She was the only girl that hung out with our group of rednecks, and have always been one of the guys. So we were going to a concert and decided to meet up at the bar. She was the first one there and was second. So when I went up to her and said, "What's up, you fucking hooker?" What? Was the corner already taken tonight? She said, "No, why was your cousin? Why?" This is just already fucking nonsense. She said, "No, why was your cousin?" And I didn't think anybody heard, but oh boy, I was wrong. Some lady, probably mid to late 20s, came up and went off me saying how sexist I am. I'm a piece of shit for calling a woman a hooker. She was not being quiet about it either. So after I ran, I told her that the woman I was talking to was my best friend so she can fuck herself and mind her own damn business. She said it was still a sexist and I'm an even bigger asshole for telling her to go fuck herself.
Oh, fuck
I
off.
think that she should have minded her own business, or was I the asshole here?
No, some blue-haired bitch who's fucking fighting for dumb shit. That's what that is.
No,
Yeah.
I think he is kind of. Because even if she doesn't know the situation, your reaction to go, fuck you fucking bitch.
Well,
It's the same thing with the dude with the fucking condoms again.
That's
No.
exactly why it was very strange that you gave the verdict because it's almost
Well,
it's
because
similar.
he's obviously
No, obviously. That's
based on what I'm getting from this, he didn't say that right off the bat. She just started flipping out, and he probably said, "Listen, she's my friend. She doesn't fucking listen."
No,
Then he
it
flips
said
out.
it said once she was done. So after her rant, I told her that the woman I was talking to was one of my best friends, so she can go fuck herself. So that was the first thing out of her
I'm
mouth,
okay with that.
out of his mouth. Okay, everybody's the asshole. I do the same shoes as the other one without knowing it was a joke. If all you said was it's an inside joke and your friend would confirm it, it seems like it would have blown over differently.
True.
So it's like if you saw that happening, would you just be like, oh, they're probably friends? Reluctant, everyone's an asshole here. I'm honestly glad there are people out there who would intervene upon hearing something like that, but the proper way to do that be along the lines of, is there a problem here? Not an escalation for everyone's safety. And then not the asshole, she was looking for a fight.
I wouldn't say she was looking for a fight, but she was looking for.
Everybody's the asshole. Your friend just had, or you should have just had your friend confirm that your best buddy instead of telling her to go fuck herself.
that. I mean, yeah, obviously,
Because he flew off the handle right away
That's
too,
what I'm
which was
saying.
again the main reason against the condom kid was that he flew off the handles right away. So what's the difference now?
Well, okay. Now
What
that
is the
we
difference
now
now,
that we
yeah.
know more about Condom Kid,
But I'm saying even then, I feel like even if we took it as is,
even then,
you
I'm
still
going.
were
I,
like-
I was going to the like who drew first blood.
but he did.
Well, he
Oh,
didn't. She didn't. He didn't say what she
But
said. to him.
here's what she's hearing when she sees this guy walk up. Hey, fucking hooker, where aren't you at the corner? Is it already taken?
Yeah, and I would
And
be an
then-
adult, and I would look at the chick, and she goes, He just called her a hooker, and she's not reacting in a way like, you just called me a fucking hooker?
But
But she's
here's
just kind of smiling and laughing. Think about that. You use your
Here's
brain,
what-
and you look at it, and you go, she's not
You can
reacting.
uncomfortably. I get the idea. Like some people uncomfortably like laugh and say things back and try to like kind of shoot back and things. Like I get that idea of like
I think my argument would change if he would write down what she said to him.
It would also change if it was what position she was in, because she's facing this way away from them, and she hears that. It would be a lot more. It's a lot.
yeah, because she
more-
might not have seen it. She might have just heard him say that.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. We don't know as much, and you gave it a look like that doesn't change much. It does. You hear a guy behind you talking shit to someone behind you,
Yeah.
you assume they're probably gonna start fighting. But if you turn around, they're both smiling doing it. You go, oh, they're friends.
So she
That
just,
changes the difference.
So she just
she heard that.
Someone
she
else
just
said
heard
just
it
a
and
note
didn't-
for everyone saying she should just mind her business. Just keep in mind that the not my business idea is how women end up getting harassed and assaulted a lot of the time. I'm kind of on the everyone's the asshole train. But if she genuinely thought you were calling a random woman a hooker, then she was justified to try and interrupt. I've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Again,
would
she
rather
I'll
have
doesn't
a
agree
know
with that
situation
that.
one.
like the one
I think
above.
I wouldn't. I'm not a big fan of saying someone like mind your own fucking
I
business.
would rather have a situation like the one above than leave another woman in a dangerous or uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
I'll go with everyone's the asshole because he could have easily fucking diffused the situation. And granted, it's a fucking redneck too. That's another thing.
But it's also the
They're
fact
also
he
gonna
didn't even
fucking blow
try to defuse it.
Right? Yeah.
He just went.
He just.
He just went.
She's my friend.
No,
Fuck off.
Fuck you. She's
Well-
my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll agree with that one. I'm on the fence about it, but
Let's go to another one.
let's hear this fucking asshole
What is
speakery
this?
where people come here
This
to
one has
validate.
a huge amount of upvotes. The last one had 4,000, so that's one that caught my eye. That's why I picked it.
Okay.
This one has 40,000.
Let's hear it.
Oh Jesus.
Am I the asshole for making a dad joke?
Hot take. No,
Depends.
it depends on where you're at. If you're at a funeral, you might want to go off on the fucking dad jokes. Like,
Like, hello, son, I'm dad. And
I put the
just
fun
say he's
funeral,
dead.
son.
Wow, mom's dead.
Unfortunate.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. No, my stepdaughter Madeline was about a year old when I married her mother Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Madeline is currently 15.
Oh no.
And she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad. So while picking her up, I set a punishment up for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt from that, but I understand that she didn't mean it and that she probably changed. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years. As long as you're in my house, you have to follow my rules." That happened 2 days ago. So our family was going grocery shopping when Madeline said, "I'm hungry. I need food."
Oh,
I decided to be
no.
extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry. I'm not your dad."
Oh no!
My son just started to laugh uncontrollably. My daughter was just quiet and with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me not to stoop down to her level. I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke.
That's a
And
good
my
dad
son
joke.
agrees, so am I the
It
asshole.
is.
And then I did adopt her, so legally I am her parent.
Not the asshole, because his intent was not the.
He's not the asshole at all. That is
No.
just if your first instinct when you've been upset by something is to go, "You're not my dad." He has every right to be like, "Hi, I'm not your dad."
Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like, you clearly
This
are.
happened a 2 days
play-
after.
yeah,
from
you
the
I know,
sounds
but
of it.
played
it's still
that
the
card.
fact. Yeah, she played that card. That's a funny dad joke. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
It was meant in lightheartedness. It wasn't meant to be like vindictive.
Right. People are gonna say, "Oh, that's her fucking dead dad." You're talking about 14 years go by. I don't think the feelings there are that fresh, or they're not that raw. So I think
They
you could,
probably actually are.
Well,
Like
I wouldn't say like it wouldn't. It could be like it's something that you could have a good laugh about. You're not laughing at the fact that it's dead, but you can have a good laugh about it.
Well,
And you wouldn't have the same reaction like, "Oh fuck, he just died 3 months ago." Like then that would be like,
Because
okay,
she never, from the sounds of it, her dad's been long dead. She never really had a chance to like.
yeah, she was one by the
still,
time.
again, it's still a thing of I think it's okay because it's meant to be a lighthearted joke, not like a stab. at her.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of a mixture, but I feel like it's definitely from the sounds of it, he was going more for humor than like.
it was a humorous jab.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
No
first
malicious intent.
comment. Everyone's the asshole, but that's one hell of a joke, and I congratulate you for it.
What?
Why is he an asshole for that?
Let's
He's
look.
probably gonna say because her dad's dead, and you made a joke.
You're the asshole, but a small one. It's a fun joke, but wrong audience because others were around. Maybe not the maybe.
Wrong audience. What the fuck? Was some stranger's gonna know the
Okay, that's
backstory
not-
of his family?
That's good.
I know that guy's dead.
Everyone's the asshole, but A+ for execution. Not the asshole if it was one time thing. Teenagers are a special test of our patience. No assholes here. It's a funny dad joke, and teens are full of shit anyways. I thought it was
fuck?
funny, but I too am an asshole. No assholes here. Does 15, so she's somewhat an involuntary asshole by virtue of being a teenager. What she said was hurtful, but chances are she'll come around with maturity. Your dad joke was funny and harmless. I would say I guess the biggest thing is maybe she's just saying that to rebel, like you're not my dad.
Yeah, that's
and then being
that's,
like,
that's just a
and then being
classic.
like, I'm not your dad. Kind of like, I feel like that could definitely like be
If it-
taken the wrong way. I would agree. I would say he's not the asshole, but a little bit of an asshole, just because the joke. There is a little bit of not necessarily mean intent, but it can be taken really wrong, and I feel like not at least acknowledging that is kind of like
I like
'Cause
okay.
the
I
fact is,
would
we
I
know
would
the aftermath. He did adopt her. There's clearly no malice in that.
right. I would go.
Yeah.
I would go to the point if I knew these people and I knew that Jessica's late husband died, and he made that joke, then I could be like, yo, what the fuck, man? If I didn't know that prior, she said you're not my dad, then I would react like, yo, that's kind of fucking.
someone else said everyone's the asshole, or everyone's the asshole. My dad is not my biological father. When I was a teen, I went through similar angst and wanted to lash out. Now I had the good sense to know that saying something like that would be extremely hurtful, so I never did it. But also, if my dad ever said something like that, especially in front of my brother, who is the biological son, I would have been heartbroken. I think you need to sit down and have a discussion with her about the kinds of comments, in my opinion, if you don't want this, or if you don't want her feelings hurt for a long time.
Yeah, okay, I would agree. Yeah, I agree with that. If he doesn't
'Cause
talk to
yeah.
her about it and just let it build up, then that's kind of like an
clearly
asshole
made her just trying to get to say it in front again. And I think that's another layer, is the fact that the actual son was there to be like, I'm not your dad, like, and your actual son's there. I could definitely see like that adding a layer of kind of like sting.
right.
But okay, now I'm gonna read the mini update. I'll probably give a full update later, but here's what happened so far. I go to my daughter's room after dinner and begin talking with her. Hey, I'm really sorry that I hurt you by the words I said, and I am really your dad. I changed your diapers. I met your boyfriend. I plan helping you through college. And plus, I'm legally your dad, so we're stuck together. But seriously, I'm going to love you like my daughter, even if you don't think I'm your dad. Then I hugged her. She did start to cry. I assume that's good.
Yeah, that's probably you did it good. I don't think he's an asshole.
So
He
I
did
think
that part.
I feel like he definitely had no ill intent.
no. Just
But-
a
He
dad joke.
really didn't have any.
Like that,
insight.
at least not majorly. Maybe like a small jab at like kind of what she said.
You said it, so I'm not your dad. That's literally what it was. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you said it.
So I would say he's a little bit of an asshole, but I think overall he was just
Nah.
wrong, just a little bit of the wrong like place too. in front of his actual son and
You know,
things.
it's kind of the most
Wait, was
fucked
his
up part.
actual? Wait, was the actual kid was there?
Yes. His biological son was there too. That's what the guy was saying, was like, I'd be really hurt if you said that and then your biological son was with you.
Okay, I just thought someone.
No.
That was just a hypothetical. Someone was.
No,
bringing
his
up.
actual, like, his biological son was there when he said that to his foster son or foster daughter.
My favorite part is the
So that's a
mother
little
said,
bit.
"Don't stoop to her level."
Yeah, that's kind of.
Just not gonna talk about that. She's like, "Don't stoop to her level."
I get that too, the idea of like you're the parent, so like
But
don't
saying it like that,
Don't stoop.
you
to
don't
her
say it
level.
like that. You say be the bigger person.
Yeah, be the bigger
Not
man here.
don't stoop to someone's level, because that implies like
She's done.
she's lower than what you think.
Yeah, she's done worse before.
I guess it's true.
I think.
It's funny. We just kind of gloss
yeah,
over it because it's not the
I
main
would say he's
focus.
okay, one more.
Yeah.
One more
Look up
asshole.
there. Yeah, one more. That'll be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, continue what you're saying as you were scrolling.
I'm just saying, I think it was so soon after, and like she's probably still not feeling good. I feel like there's a lot of layers that like definitely like after the fact you can easily go like, well, yeah, this, but like in the
Yeah.
moment it's definitely clear you're just like kind of like trying to like take a small jab but not a mean jab.
Okay, yeah.
There was no ill
I
intent.
completely
Yeah.
overlooked or misheard the kid. His actual kid was with him.
I also didn't hear that. If I'm
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah.
I-
So someone pointed that out after.
Okay.
Because his actual son, I think he said he was like laughing. So clearly, kind of like,
If you said-
it seems like it was a joke gone wrong. you
Yeah.
know?
Just
All right. Am I
Prank
the
gone wild.
am I the
dads being
asshole
dads.
for not separating genders at a sleepover?
How young?
Hot take: how young? And if depending on the age, if they're younger, no. Unless they're fucking.
If they're like 10, like if you hit the age of about 13, 12 and up, yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, maybe just like,
Okay.
girls sleep here, boys sleep there.
So what is your hot take?
It's no, depending on just by you reading.
No, I'm just
Oh.
reading. That's it.
No, depending on the age.
Okay. Throwaway because my kids are on Reddit. My youngest kid, 14 male. His boyfriend, 15 male, sleeps over almost every weekend.
Okay.
We don't have an agreement with his parents, and they never check to see if it's okay or anything. He just always here and very frequently stays over. I guess my house
boyfriend isn't a boyfriend or like his friend?
Oh
who's
no,
a boy?
BFF. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
I thought
there's a
it's
big difference.
I missed the second F.
That always happens.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because that makes it so much
Yeah, okay,
weird.
so his like best friend
Yeah.
is always over.
Okay.
I guess my house is fun and chill. This is where this weekend's problems start. My oldest, 18, had a sleepover party with a metric swarm of high school, senior, and college girls. Mixed gender orientation, ranging in age 17 to 20. So he's 18. So there's people that are a year younger than him and a year or two older than him. So it's not that big of a mix.
But they're all above a certain age.
I think
That's
when
where
you
I'm
hit
laughing.
that 20 mark and you're fucking having a sleepover.
You're hitting a mark of
No,
16 and
oh,
above.
yeah,
You're
party.
kind of at a weird part.
I guess it might just be his interpretation of it, saying it's a sleepover because they're a parent and that's just kind of how they view it.
Just dads being dads.
Yep.
Just fucking.
Some of the parents asked me if everyone would be sleeping together, and my response was, we try to keep doors open, there's no booze, and husband and I are always here all evening, but I won't police where everyone ultimately crashes. Essentially being, we'll make sure they're not fucking, but
We'll try.
I'm
and
not
stop
gonna
it.
tell you where to go.
we're gonna oversee, like, we're not gonna like tell them to move if they're falling asleep on the couch. From the sounds of it, this is
Right.
how it is.
Right.
Because, but I won't police where everyone ultimately crashes. That was where she.
Okay.
Any parents who took issue with this made their kids leave the party around 2 a.m. Cool, maybe 3 kids went home. I lost count of how many stayed. Youngest's best friend, mom asked me the same question. I gave her the same response.
Okay.
I suggested that she could come over and get her kid at 2 a.m.
Okay.
She said the responsible thing to do is to separate the girls and the boys into 2 different rooms. I said okay and nothing else as I was busy cleaning up when she dropped him off at my house. It was the first time she's ever escorted him to the door too. Usually her car just pulls up and he jumps out.
Okay.
So it was the first time she actually went in and asked. I digress. Well, it was 4 a.m. by the time the quasi-adults were all passed out and they just crashed wherever. I found some
Almost.
under the table in the dining room, some sleeping in the hallway, but most of them were all over the media room since it was most floor
How many
space.
fucking kids?
How big is this house?
This is a huge
Youngest's
house.
best friend's mom called me this morning livid that I promised her I'd split the kids into different rooms. She yelled something about her son being impressionable and that I was sole reason why there's still teen pregnancies in America.
Oh,
I responded with, trust me, none of those 18-year-olds were interested in my youngest and his friend. She hung up on me and started complaining to other parents. She even vag booked about it.
Oh, fuck off.
Anyway, I asked around if I was an asshole, got some mixed response. Husband, there were like 20 genders and orientations represented at that party. There was no way to logically split them up even if we tried. So it was a proper party that he had, and they were like okay with it, and they were
How
just
big is
watching
their
over.
house?
That's a big fucking house. They got 20 people.
They got a
just-
media room.
a media room.
So clearly, yeah.
That's like 2 stories at least.
At
My
least.
best friend, she overreacted, but to protect herself, you should have laid out some ground rules when everyone showed up. So she's saying, husband said not the asshole. My friend said everyone's kind of sucks for you not laying out the rules initially.
Well,
And my
obviously-
other best friend said at the very least you should have separated the younger boys out to prevent
fooling around.
jiggery pokery.
What? What the fuck?
Jiggery pokery.
I don't think you could say that.
That sounds like a racial
That
slur.
is, I think, actually.
Is it really?
I think-
It might
Oh
be.
my god, I sure hope not.
Jig-
Sorry.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be one. I want to look this up.
It's like how my friend says jiggy snipe, and that is a racist term, but he's from the South where that isn't a racist
It's
term.
an informal term from Britain because I guess she like literally came from Britain a long time ago because apparently she's a lot older. Yes,
Jigger one that you
she's a lot older than me, and I think she immigrated here from 1800s England.
It-
It's too late to fix anything now, but am I the asshole?
No, I don't think her.
I think it's weird that you're having 18 and
At
like,
least 18 people fucking sleeping.
no 18 and 19-year-olds all come around and just like
And
sleep.
20.
Like there's a huge age difference there, and I'm not okay with that.
Okay, sir, hold on.
I think 17 was weird. I feel it was
Brief.
18 up.
A brief little side tangent. You're not going to show this, folks at home, so we're sorry, but look at what Urban Dictionary gives me the first example sentence.
Yeah.
Is it racist?
No, it's not. But look at the first sentence.
You won't see that at home.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, it's with a J. That's why.
Yeah,
Oh, it's with the J? Okay.
it's the J.
All right. That makes
Oh.
more sense.
It might be, it might not. I do know there
It
is
does.
some
Trickery and
kind of-
deception. It's a fun, old-fashioned word that's in the same family as other repetitive.
Oh, it's used for fucking.
It doesn't
mixing
seem
alcohol.
like it's like it has any. Sorry, it doesn't seem like it has any racist undertones.
All right, good.
It just really comes off like.
it does.
Okay, continue.
I don't think she's I just don't think it's right to have a bunch of kids that are clearly above a certain age there that can
Yeah,
do
I would-
stuff and
I
have the
would-
idea to do stuff.
I would make
Especially
the.
since they aren't separated and they can have a room to do stuff.
I feel
considering they
like-
can
I would send the
pass out.
19-year-olds and the 20-year-olds home. I would. That's what I would do. At that point, be like, you're pretty much an adult. You can go home. You don't have to sleep here, unless they were fucking drinking, which I
They said
doubt.
no booze.
They said no booze.
No booze? Yeah, fucking, you're going home, bud.
I mean, I guess I don't like having.
Well,
it's hard to say.
It's really
I
hard
feel
to
like
say.
17's a little weird, but then also you think about it, he's still in high school. That's a great younger than him, and he technically speaking, the age range he has is he could have been like a freshman and made friends with seniors.
True. That could.
So
be a
that age
possibility.
range is totally real. Where that could be a thing.
Yeah.
He was friends with everybody in the grades above him, and when he was a senior, he made friends with some of the juniors.
But here's
So that would be the age range as a high school. Like
That's possible.
it would essentially be every possible like era from high school, essentially, but just moved up 2 years or moved up 4 years.
And
okay.
plus,
My thought process on this is like the people who would go to a party when they're 18, 17, all that, well, there's no booze. And
they're obviously nerds.
yeah, they're people who want to go to a party to have fun with people, not to get drunk. So I'm more inclined to believe that they wouldn't do anything.
I'm getting.
And she did say we try to keep the doors open. There's no booze, and my husband are here all evening. So it sounds like they were there all
Yeah.
the time, the whole
Yeah.
time. So if they were, they would literally have to be like doing it while the parents were there, which
Yeah,
is
so-
you can't really stop no matter what if they're there. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't just stay in there like
'Cause,
and just sit in their room.
Right. I'm getting the feeling that it's like with our friend group. Like just when we're having a party, all we're doing is just playing a game and just talking.
Yeah.
Like what I'm getting from that, where she's just so relaxed about it. That's where I'm thinking like, oh, here's the fucking kids outside playing fucking
volleyball.
But it seemed like
Volleyball,
people
it's
were
like,
just
oh,
passed out in general everywhere.
Right.
It didn't seem like there was like 2 people in a room. It seemed like there was like a guy in
Everybody
the
was
hallway, a guy
scattered.
here, a guy here, and
Just
then
fucking human
and
bodies.
then everyone
Right.
else for the most part was in the media room because that's where
Yeah.
people would sleep. And that
Again,
so
they
to
must have a
me,
big estate too, since they have
Yeah.
a media
so
room.
to me, it just seems like they were just like it was just a big house, and
Right.
he just had like a bunch of friends over that he
Watching
had met in
movies,
high
playing
school and
games,
things
shit
like
like
throughout
that.
his high school career. And
Right.
then
No, not the asshole. No.
Yeah.
They think I think the mom that reacted that way is obviously overprotective of her kid.
Yeah.
Which you can
how
be.
so though? See, that's the part. Okay, I say how so. It's just weird that this is where it kicked in because again,
Right.
she was
Leave
saying
your
this kid
kid.
just shows up here. She was saying this kid literally just shows up here on the weekends, and we just say, okay, I've never seen
So
really seen the parents.
maybe we can get the idea that these parents, their kids are just they're relaxed kids. They're not party animals. They're not into drugs. They're just probably in the fucking movies and games.
And then the mom of the 14-year-old
Just
who's
goes,
there.
I can.
Yeah, she's like, you should separate them and things like that. I think that'd be a good idea. And then just okay,
All right.
like not caring, like all right, yeah, and then being like, why didn't you? You
Right.
said you were going to.
That's understandable.
different.
That feeling of like you said you would, because if eventually she said I can't do that,
The
that kid
response,
couldn't
yeah,
have
she
come.
said the responsible thing to do is separate the girls into the boys' room, and I said okay and nothing else because she was cleaning up. She's like okay,
Yeah, that's just
and she's not used to like, and typically it sounds like the parents aren't there often.
And it's the fact of you said okay, so I can understand her being upset. But if
Right.
she would have responded back with that's just not possible. I'm gonna be real with you. There's too many people. If you don't want your son to come, just don't. Because she offered that immediately.
She said, "Come here at 2 a.m. then if you don't want that."
yeah,
She did say
yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
And
like,
then-
you have an option to not deal with that if you wanted.
And
you
you
just
wouldn't.
chose not to because
And
you
then got
wanted.
upset that someone else didn't pick up for you, essentially.
Yeah, you didn't do my job for me. I told you to do this, you didn't do it, but I offered this to you. Well, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, no.
not the asshole husband said there are like 20. So then it's quoting the husband said there are like 20 genders and orientations. There's no way to logically split them up, even if we tried. And then someone said, your husband is 100% correct. If this other mother wants her son to come home during parties with older kids, she should have picked him up.
Come in and get him. If you're
And
that
then-
fucking, fuck you.
Not the asshole. There's a reason these kids chill at your house. You're not overbearing. You're present and you provide a safe and open and inviting environment without getting all in their business. It'd have been nice to set some separation between the youngest ones and the older ones, but ultimately, even if you did and these kids wanted something to happen, trust me, they would just sneak around and make it happen. First, your husband is 100% right. With growing awareness of gender identity and orientation, the hopelessly out of date to just split them up by gender approach is foolish. With that said, the best friend's mom can make whatever decision she wants about her kid in that regard, and your okay could easily have been interpreted as agreeing with her about it. So I'm going to go with no assholes here because I understand why she feels betrayed, even if you think your approach to the situation makes a whole lot more sense.
I love the fact that we started this and you were like his BF, and I was like,
I missed an F. I'm so sorry.
And that happens every once in a while where like a story can kind of change with that.
I feel like it wouldn't have, but
it kind of does because then it's his boyfriend instead of being a friend. Because that changes the whole thing of them being together.
sexual.
but then he's been there anyway, so why would it change?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the night that they fuck because there's other kids around.
Yeah,
And
like
they-
what the
They're in the
And they
orgy. I don't
could
know.
split off into his room because he clearly has a room he can sleep in.
I would say it wouldn't affect anything. Personally, I don't think it would affect literally anything. If they're gonna fuck, they would do it when there's not people
gonna
around.
fuck.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Anyways,
They're gonna
people like that.
not the
you
asshole.
never
My
know.
friend group
People
always
like that.
my friend group always congregated at our at one family's house every weekend. It started when we were about 15. We still hang out there sometimes when we're all home. We're all in our late 20s to early 30s now. We had girls and guys of all orientations. Sometimes some of us were dating. Sometimes we had beers. Sometimes we had weed. They always insisted we be
Okay.
respectful
So much detail.
and that we absolutely never leave the house, but beyond ensuring we weren't assholes, that pretty much let us be, especially by the time we were 18. That family is 100% the reason none of us ever got into trouble or did anything all that stupid. They provided us with a safe place to play video games, drink warm beer, and talk about life.
Whoa.
If it hadn't been their house, it would have been the woods or behind some pizzeria. His mom made us breakfast and talked to us about girls dealing with boys. His dad always made sure the guys were well behaved, respectful, and understood the boundaries.
Yep.
They were absolutely incredible parents, not only to their son, but to every single kid who passed through the home. Point being, 18-year-olds and 15-year-olds, for that matter, are past the point where making genders sleep in different rooms accomplishes anything beyond making a parent seem out of touch. Provide a safe, open environment, teach them good morals, and accept that the kids are humans too, and they will likely experiment.
Yeah, you put that trust out there and don't abuse your power. And
Yeah,
your
if you just
kids
stay
pick up
home and
on
you're
it-
like, just be safe here. I feel like that's always a good mentality of just like, be safe here. Don't go out and party.
Yep,
be
that's-
safe here.
that's exactly what my mom and my dad told me. Like, if you're gonna do anything, do it here. Don't don't go out there and do it. Just do it here.
I think that's a smart way of doing it. If you didn't intend to separate the kids, the response should have been, we're not going to separate them, not okay. You're not the asshole for separating by gender. However, you're the asshole for being so vague with your son's friend's mother when you were reasonably thinking you were separating the genders because you said, okay.
I wouldn't say asshole. But it's obviously this mom is just
I would say not the asshole. And I don't think necessarily saying okay was the best thing to say. I think part of it.
That was just a passing okay.
Yeah, and just the fact of like, okay, like I heard you kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like maybe not the best idea, but it definitely wasn't like faking agreeing. It was just literally like,
right.
Okay, like I heard you and I'm busy.
Now you care. You care now
because their son probably told them.
Well, this is, but I mean, like
that there was gonna be multiple people of various ages, and it's a party with multiple people.
Yeah,
because they're probably super fine with it just being those two because they're nearly the same age.
And plus, well, obviously the younger sibling and his friend, they're not a part of this party. They were just bystanders practically, because it was the oldest one's party, right? That's what it was.
It was 17 to 20, so and the guy was 18. So it didn't seem like
14-year-old's gonna be fucking. Fucking relax at that point.
Yeah, it's like this is clearly just their friends they had met through high school, and some other ones that are just a little bit younger than them that they probably met before they graduated or last year or whatever.
Like if you were gonna be the mom, if you're gonna mom up, then you would have stayed up till fucking 2, went over there, picked up your kid, and brought
Electric
him home.
Boogaloo.
Right, but no, you had to fucking bitch and moan about it. No, just fucking own up. Fuck people, dude. That's right. I'm going off the mic. I'm Norman Reedus. Hello.
Oh, okay, stop. What do you mean, Norman? What the fuck?
See, look, I got
done. The funky fetus.
I got done with Death Stranding and Walking Dead, so I was like, time to do my actual thing. And
I'm excited to watch Death Stranding.
I'm gonna do some. You know what? I'm worried about that. Let me tell you why I'm worried about that game.
Okay.
The combat that they showed off, super generic, and that kind of concerned me. The exploring was cool. I
feel like combat's not gonna be an orientation of the game at all. I think it's gonna be more sneaking, and it's not combat oriented, which is fine then.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for gameplay. I'm really interested in it. I don't have a PS4, but I'm nervous because when I saw the video, because I also watched some other people reacting to it, and I watched Doc react to it, and he'll like get out of character if it's talking about a game sometimes, unless he's playing PUBG or Apex, he'll go apeshit. But when he actually talks about the game, it's like, okay, hold up, this is, tune in. Like he's actually spit some facts. He was talking. He was like, why are you guys getting excited for this combat? He's like, the only thing that was really cool was like the exploration and then that bike that you could fucking ride around.
It's not a combat. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a combat oriented game.
It's never been a combat focused game ever.
Which is fine then.
That's kind of
if that's not a focus at all. That's like being like
the first trailer.
I looked at Sonic. I like the running fast.
Well, no, the first.
I can't. Why are you guys excited over the Chow Garden?
No.
It's like that's not a focus at all.
The first trailer it was showing off Troy Baker's character.
The first trailers were no action. They were literally just story. The whole game.
Yeah, it's obviously cinematic, but then when they finally do show it off.
And then we talked for quite a while about not a whole lot. We just kind of kept iterating the same points, and Sam and I, Drayton agreed to cut this part out, or at least me and Sam did. I don't really see a reason to keep it in. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna let you in on some stuff. How have you been enjoying January? It was spooky for us with the spider in the beginning. Do you remember that? That's a callback. We don't actually talk about it again. It's kind of weird to start off with 20 minutes of spider talk and then not go anywhere with that, but that was scary. How have you been doing the October block? It's been quite spooky, right? Yeah. This is quite the journey this channel has been, and I'm now monologuing by myself in my room, but this has been quite the journey with this channel. 3 months, 13 subscribers. You could just call us the next PewDiePie, And yeah, pretty good. I'm excited for Death Stranding. They're releasing Red Dead 2 on PC. That's pretty rad. Talk about games. Why am I? You know what? Have a good night, everybody. Are you happy I cut this out and added this little bit in? I hope. I'm not running it by the guys. They'll hear it later. So enjoy this little ad lib, folks. I'm going off the cuff.